Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. For today's video, I'm doing a hike to Hebron Colony Falls, just outside of Blowing Rock, North Carolina. There are two different routes to get to this one, I believe. I've opted to do the less traffic route along the Mountains of Sea Trail, which will connect to the Boone Fork Trail to lead us the rest of the way there. So just enter the woods back here off the side of the road. So just getting started, and I'm going to take you along with me. Hope you enjoy the video. So I'm looking at getting in about 3 to 3.5 miles round trip. Like I said before, starting out along the Mountains of Sea Trail right here. Parked in a little parking area, probably enough spots for about 5 cars to park there. Honestly, it's kind of in a dangerous spot. It's in a curve, so I have to be extra careful whenever I back out. It's kind of a blind spot in the road because it's a pretty sharp curve. But left the house earlier this morning, and it was 51 degrees there around 10:30 or so. And then I got here, 28 degrees, and started seeing snow in places along the side of the road. And I know if I'd have kept going further in the direction I came to get here, would have run into what looked like to be pretty heavy snow from a distance. Definitely a shift in weather from the past week or so that I've had back where I live. Nonetheless, it should be a nice little hike. It's pretty windy on the road driving in, but I'm kind of nestled in here in the woods now. It's really not much of a breeze at all. So, kind of nice. The sun's trying to poke out a little more here now. Also wanted to mention that I have not been to this waterfall before, so this is a first timer for me. Been in this area several times, but kind of just passed through and honestly didn't even know it was here. Didn't know about it. And I'm doing this as part of the Carolina Mountain Club 100 Waterfall Challenge. And I believe this will be number 88 out of 100 on the challenge for me. If you're not familiar with that challenge, there'll be a link in the description. It'll take you to the website that kind of gives you an overview of it. But the challenge consists of you have to choose 100 particular waterfalls out of a list of around 130, I believe. Most of them are in North Carolina, but there are 10 or more in South Carolina you can choose from. And then there's some in the Smokies in Tennessee. There are also options there for you. It's been a pretty nice challenge. Hadn't actually followed it the whole way. I was kind of doing some of the ones from Kevin Adams and checked it out, a few months back, and noticed that I'd already had like 75 to check off, so I'll probably finish it before the Kevin Adams 100, I believe. I will drop a link, like I said, so you have some good information on that. The trail kind of made a descent there for a little bit, but now I've kind of flattened out. You can see a lot of moss along all the deadfall down here. It's actually kind of a nice section of forest. So the MST is meeting a road right here. So we're gonna share the road for just momentarily. And then we will pick back up and make a turn up here to continue on the MST for a short piece. And then we will meet the Boone Fork Trail. I believe there's a footbridge we have to cross right around the time we meet it, I believe. I've seen several pictures of the bridge online. I believe it's kind of a photo spot where people take pictures along their hikes. Yeah, it's just a service road right here. It just runs right through here. This section of the trail right here is just as straight and flat as it can be. You can probably see a good 20 yards from here. It's just been this way for the last little bit. It's interesting. Really nice campsite just alongside the trail here. Nice little fire ring there. Place to sit, big open spot to put your tent. And that tree over there. It's marked with a number, I believe. We're gonna continue this way. We're gonna make our turn next. Looks like we do have one little technical spot here getting down to just before we're gonna make our turn out. This makes it a little more adventurous. So we made it to the bridge here. I'm gonna cross the bridge and make a right. What is it? Pretty scenic little spot, but I do wish these rails were not as high as they are. So I believe we're gonna go that way. I'm gonna check my map to be sure. So my assumption was correct. We're gonna continue this direction here and re-enter the woods. A bit of a cascade down there. Can't really make it out, but a little cascade in the water there. So there's a side path that leads down here to the water off the main trail. We'll go down here and check it out. Looks like it might be a campsite or a nice area to camp if it's not a campsite. Path that goes that way. Go right here. Oh, wow. Glad I came through here now. Nice little waterfall over there. Nice little pool here. And cascades running right through there too. Nice little open area. You can definitely camp here. I'll take this little path and see if it'll connect me back to the trail. We've reached an official sign here. So we're gonna make the right turn, head on down the hill. Shouldn't be much further, 2 or 3/10 of a mile. Should be there. I think I heard some voices, so maybe some others enjoying the falls currently as well. Been a fairly nice hike so far, pretty peaceful. Passed 2 others, I believe. They had their dogs with them. Other than that, it's the only people that I've seen. Can't help but wonder what this is from. Huge boulders up through here. Just kind of working my way around to see which way is the best to go. It was a path for a minute, but it kind of fades away into pretty dense trees here. You do have to climb around a little bit to get a decent view. I believe this drop here and then this one directly in front of me are the main drops of Hebron Colony Falls. Pretty high volume of water flowing right there. Splits off in different places. Here, there's a little crevice there. And then over there, it just keeps flowing all the way down. So this spot where I'm standing right here is kind of the official end of the trail, according to the map. And the falls is way up there. But what I did is I hugged the right side all the way in the wood line, and then kind of topped out and was able to climb over some boulders without getting wet at all. There may be a way that you could get through here with kind of going through the middle and not get wet, but I do believe it was easier the way that I went. This is a pretty nice spot right here. Some huge boulders here. One here, you can probably camp right here. This one's really, really flat. Camp right here and hear the constant sound of the water. nonetheless, a very nice spot. Pretty nice hike overall too. I hate it took me this long to get here. The times I've been to this area, just wasn't aware that it was here. Waterfall, I would say, is probably 15 to 20 foot high on that main drop, and something similar on the drop that was to the right as well. Not necessarily the largest waterfalls, but more about the surrounding area than the waterfall itself, at least for me anyway. I'm going to start the hike back. Trying to hightail it out of here and see how much time I have left in the day. I do hope you enjoyed the video, and if you like what you saw and you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing if you're not already a subscriber. That will keep you in the loop for future uploads on this channel. More of the same content. Also some content from various beach areas in the Carolinas. That's all for this one. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.